back to 30 something. In this video I'm going to do a short and quick review on the Happiest baby Snoo, the smart sleeper, and let you know what we recommend to do with it. Alright, so this is it, this is the Snoo. Now if you're looking for a quick recommendation in this video whether to get it or not, and you are thinking about is it worth it, the answer is yes, you should get it. But there are a few caveats to this. Now, I'd heard about the Snoo from some of my colleagues, some of my friends that had gone with it, and they said it did wonders. Now, we didn't have the Snoo for our first child, mainly because of the price tag. It is expensive, and there are 3 options that you can do to acquire the Snoo, and we went on the 3rd one. Now, the first one is to buy it, and it's around about $1,300 to $1,600 depending if there's any sales on it. Now, if you are planning on having about 22 children, it probably does work out to start with this if you are going to have a lot of kids and you get your money worth. The second option is to buy it used, and that's about half price, around about $750, and there are a few retailers that will do a good cleaning job of it. So again, I think if I knew we were having one more kid, maybe I'd get it used. But we haven't gone for that. In fact, we've gone for the rental option, which is typically about $160 per month. Now, we've had this for 10 weeks, and it is actually getting returned tomorrow, so about 4 weeks shy of how long we actually expected it. So we spent around about $300 to $400 on the Snoo just from a rental perspective. Okay, so things that I really like about the Snoo. Biggest one, peace of mind. If this is your first child and you're thinking about getting the Snoo, just do it. With our first child, we always worried about with their bassinets, would they roll over? Would they kind of stop their breathing on the sides? It's not possible in the Snoo. We just know that the way that the baby is set in here, and I'll show you with a demo baby how it works, it just gives you that peace of mind. So we actually slept so much better just because we knew we didn't have to look over all the time to see if his head or face was pressed against the side. Just wasn't an option. The other piece, which I think is really important, is the rocking the baby back to sleep. The tech in this is ridiculous. It's so clever. And there are different customizable settings which we really liked. So our baby's cry is quite quiet, so it doesn't always set off the actual rocking motion. So you can change the sensitivity depending on your baby to that. So we like that. And we did get a lot more sleep, because once you got past the, okay, they're crying, give it 3 minutes, that's a maximum, and if they're still crying, then get the baby. Now obviously you might want to get your baby sooner than that, but 3 minutes and then the Snoo switches off, so it just doesn't continue the whole time. The other piece of it is it has 3 levels of intensity, and you will see that, and I'll do a demonstration a little bit later if you're still around to see what that looks like. But it's all automatic, so the first few weeks we're probably trying to just get our head around how much are we going to pick up our baby when he starts crying. But you know, in the latter stages having the Snoo, we're like, let it do its thing, we're going to continue just to hear, and then if he goes back to sleep, great. If not, we get the notification on our phone regardless, and the Snoo stops, you take him out. So the other thing that to note with the Snoo is customer service, and this is a really good piece. With our baby, he wasn't having the best daytime naps, and we had a sleep specialist. I wish I'd have a sleep specialist just for my day-to-day, but this was just for the baby. And we rang the sleep specialist, we said these are the things that aren't working, he's just not going down in the daytimes, which is quite common for many babies. Each baby's different, right? But ours just wasn't really sleeping in the day. The sleep specialist called us, they said, right, try out these few things, and it worked, and he did start to sleep in the day. So having that service available was terrific, and I highly recommend it if you're still trying to figure out what's going on with the Snoo, because it is a bit of a trial and error, so give it some time. It's not going to be a miracle work, but it does definitely help your sleep and your baby's sleep. Okay, things to know. When you are renting, or I guess buying, it comes with 2 swaddles, a small and a medium, depending on your newborn size. What we recommend would be to buy an extra small or medium, depending how big your baby is, because what you don't want to do is if your baby has a blowout, you don't want to put the one size in the laundry and just wait for it to be done until you can put your baby back in there. So one thing to think about, recommend buying an extra swaddle. Okay, other things to be aware of. When putting the Snoo together, it's really simple. It's easy and it doesn't take long. However, it is very heavy, so just be aware of that. If you are bringing up the stairs take 2 people, don't do it on your own. You can definitely skip leg day if you are the person that is putting it together. The final thing that I will say to be knowledgeable of is the head wobbling. You'll see your baby and it will be like this and you think, geez, that does not look safe. Maybe we need to stop the intensity of that. It's fine. We looked into it. We thought it seemed to be a little bit too much and said, no, that is common for the baby and it is actually not going to impact them in a negative way. It is part of the soothing process. Additionally, on the app for the Snoo, it does track the sleep and we are looking at this, you know, daily just to make sure that our child is getting the sleep they need, and it also shows how much work the Snoo is doing. And comparing that to our first child, we're just getting so much more sleep, which again, one of the biggest things. Okay, so this is a live demo. This is Blondie. My wife named her not the most original. I liked Priscilla, but she'll remain Blondie. Okay, so this is a swaddle that it comes with. We would recommend getting another one just so your baby is very snug. And it's pretty simple. Goes over like that, and then you've got the other pieces that's supposed to go in between the legs, but this is a doll. And then with the rest of the Snoo, you zip that up. Now, recommend when you do put your baby down to sleep that they're pretty much asleep, because if they're not really, if they're awake and then you put the rock on, it's probably not going to do anything. So recommend that your baby's pretty much already knocked out. So put on the actual button here. You can do it on your phone or on the actual Snoo, and then you'll see the baby is pleasantly rocking and you have some white noise. Now let's just say Blondie gets a little bit fussy during the night. You can increase this to either on your phone, it does it automatically, but you'll see now it's going a little bit at a higher pace. And then the final level, if the baby is really fussy and the white noise really kicks in, it's like you're in a wind tunnel, and then usually that's where you might get the head bobble. But Blondie doesn't have any joints or ligaments, so her head's pretty stable here. The last thing that I'd say about the Snoo is weaning it off, and the Snoo does have a weaning protocol. We didn't have to use it, thankfully, but what you would do is you would have your baby go to sleep in the Snoo where it's still, and then the Snoo would only kick in when the baby starts to move, and that's a really nice weaning process. So would I recommend the Snoo? Absolutely. If you're on the fence, do it, but go for the rent option or the used option. I think unless you are going to have a lot more children and plan of having a larger family, probably 3 was where we kind of worked out it's probably worth it. Obviously you can also resell it, but 3 more kids, get it. Other than that, rent or buy used. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. In addition to the videos that we do on the hilarious kids book reviews, we do product reviews on the baby crap that we've bought over the years. And let's have a discussion. You know, if there's something in the comments that you are wanting to know about the Snoo, let me know, I'll answer that. Or if you had a different experience with the Snoo, please put that in the comments as well. We'll see you in our next video.